Let's go and do the review for Early Access Corepunk. The Early Access has been out since the 26th of November, so we had a fair amount of time to play it. We have been playing this. We have a Legionnaire level 19, we have a Shaman level 14, we have a Blast Medic level 8, we have maxed out mining, we almost maxed out on skinning, we have a Professional 99%. We have traded with people, we have done groups, we've done some quests, exploring, gathering, crafting. We've been through pretty much all the core and content that's available. And this is why I think it is time for us to do a review and see where we stand with early access. And hopefully some people can decide if they like it or not, if they're going to stay or not, and that. I think the best way to do this, so it's clear for everybody and to help me, would be to just make a little list of the good things and the bad things, roughly, that is. Of what we have. So I'm just going to start writing things down and then we can see all of this together at the end. So one of the good things that we do have is the fact that we have a working game. Oops, just type this properly. A working game. That is the first good thing. What else we like about the game? Then we'll go on the negative. So what else we like about the game? We like the graphics and sounds of the game. Okay. We do like the mentality of the game, because this game is not for everyone. It kind of models itself after the 1990s, 1995 type of games, which there is no holding your hand and telling you what to do. So you have a lot of freedom, you have a lot of things to do, and I think it's one of the things that makes this game a little bit attractive. Some people question whether this is a unique game, but to be honest, I don't think there's any unique game out there. Everything is a copy of a copy with a little bit of a different twist. And that is just general things about the game. Now, regarding early access, what do we have here that maybe makes early access worth playing? First of all, we have a sufficient map. Okay, so we have a lot of space and things to do on the map, so the map is sufficient. Most mechanics, okay, are working. They need some tweaking, but they're there. It is definitely 100% better than Alpha 4, which is the last alpha. And on this point, I will just put I will put one negative here, which is the fact that I think they should have gone for open beta instead of early access, because by definition they have different amounts of content. I think that was a bit of a mistake, but we'll leave it there and we'll jump on to the negatives later. So the game is better than Alpha 4. Okay, we have the most working mechanics, the map is sufficient, quests and everything are working. Okay, so the game is a lot of fun to play, and that is how far the good stuff goes. I'm just gonna put down fun to play here. Okay, so these are the good things. Now on the bad things that we have over here, besides they should have gone for beta because people would expect a lot less things. We have a lot of bugs, and that is something people complain about, but it is early access. It's kind of expected to have a lot of bugs. Nothing game breaking, but a lot of little annoying things were fixed within a day or two. What else we don't like here? We don't like the fact that there is a few quality of life missing, such as when you get a PM, your chat doesn't blink, such as there's no group finder, and things like that people are actually looking for. There's no auction house in the game yet, so this is a bit of a problem. The process of getting to level 20 is a lot of fun, right? But when you get there to level 20, the content is limited, being early access. So the only things you have to do when you get there is find gear, open world PvP, oops, right, and crafting, and of course group quests. There's a lot of group quests, a lot of group farming, but this is pretty much all you can do at the moment. Now, early access for me personally, it is worth it because you have a working game, you can learn the mechanics and everything. Graphics are good, the mentality, if it fits with you, it fits with you. The map is big, is sufficient. We will show some bit later. most mechanics are working. I say most because there's a few talents that, you know, they have little tiny little issues in that. It is definitely 100% better than the last Alpha 4, which was like 20 days ago, like huge difference. And the game overall is fun to play, and for me is engaging. Now, and on the bad ones, just a small recap. I should have gone for beta because it doesn't have the full content. Lots of bugs, quality of life is missing, but they are working on it. And of course, at the end game, you just have to find gear, do open world PvP, crafting, and quest groups. Open world PvP is not so much, but that doesn't diminish anything from the fun of the game as a PvE one. So if you're into PvP, I would recommend you wait a little bit. Now, some of the other things, which are not really bad, but they're missing, you know, and I'm going to put them on the bad list because they're missing, and a lot of people would like to have those things on an early access game. What we're missing is biomes. We're missing, we're missing solo dungeons at the moment. We're missing group dungeons. We're missing battlegrounds. We're missing full loot PvP island, right? That's a special little mode that will be coming on later. We're also missing 12 classes, or I don't know, specializations, call them whatever you like. And we're also missing an auction house. I don't think I can remember something else that I'm missing. These are basically the basic things that they're missing. I have to make this a little bit bigger. So there is a ton, and we made really a ton of content, because if you take in biomes, solo dungeons, group dungeons, battlegrounds, full loot PvP island, which is 10 versus 10, and 12 classes missing in an auction house, you realize that there's a lot of content to come in with a lot of things to do towards the end game. As we can see here, of course, the bad outweigh the good. However, my opinion is, since I'm doing this review, I'm just wrote down some points to help myself as well, that the things we have on the left, the good, it's worth the money they're asking for the basic package. It will give you an opportunity to get your head around the questing, level up some characters, get your professions done, understand how the crafting works, because it can be a little bit weird. We'll do some more tutorials later on, you can check them out. And you can be ready, so when the new biomes comes in, when the battlegrounds come in the upcoming months, you'll be ready. You won't have to grind, you can jump in and start doing your PvP and anything else that you're doing. So overall, I think the game is good. There's one more bad thing we could add here, which is new player experience. I think that this is, I'm putting that last, and I'm making like a little special section on this review, because if you're a new player, I would say between the age of, I don't know, 8 years old to 25, you may not enjoy the process, because it doesn't hold you by the hand, okay? And it tells you go northwest and find this, so you have to explore, you have to move around, you have to do things. A lot of people may not like this. People that never played an mmorpg also may have issues with this, but anyone above the age of 25, I think, that probably played some games in the 90s, will find this refreshing. And also, as I said, quality of life, some quality of life things are missing, but they're adding a lot every day. And also I'm going to add one more good thing here, which is communication. Nobody laugh about this, because if you compare the communication on Alpha 3 and Alpha 4 to compare to early access, they have upped this so many times. Is they're like a lot better. They're also now every week taking questions. They answer about 10 questions a week from the community. They're working on that very actively as well. So overall, for early access, from other games that I've played, due to the lack of content, okay, because I think a experienced player will probably go to the end game in about a week. I would say I can give this game right now a 6.5 to 7 out of 10, okay? Because I like everything on the good side, and I'm expecting all the other ones, and I'm really excited about this. So up to that point, we're good. Also, some people complain that you move with the right mouse and distracting because they used to move with the left. It's a lot of people going to bring up a lot of things, but as far as the game goes, overall, like I said, a 6.5 to 7, it's worth its money. But you need to come into this game with knowledge of what to expect, what is missing, what you want from a game as well. So despite any review you might read, good or bad, I would recommend you visit some streams, watch the game, ask them questions before you jump in, because this game is modeled after 1990 and this game may not be for you. Check it out before you invest your time above all, and then your money. So I hope this review will help you to make some choices about the game, at least at this point. And as soon as they add new content, I will make another video to update all of you. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe underneath, help the channel grow, and I will see you on our next video.